this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision, to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Good afternoon and welcome to Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Trent Connon, joined by Blake Walker, and in just a moment, we'll have the matchup between Sergeant Bluff-Luton and Clear Creek-Amana right here on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Blake, getting ready for my first matchup of the day. You've been set up and watching a lot of volleyball action. This one should be entertaining. The number 1 seed, the top-ranked team in Class 4A, Clear Creek-Amana, one of the big favorites coming in, 41-3 on the season.
Yeah, they've been unbelievable. They've been unbelievable in the last couple seasons under Jackie Clubb. And if you're Sergeant Bluff-Luton, this feels like familiar territory, and in some ways that's a good thing. They came in last year to the 4A state tournament as the 8 seed. They upset number 1 seeded Xavier to get to the semifinals. They ended up losing to Pella, who lost in the tournament championship. But it feels the same. Obviously, you really were counted out last year. Nobody thought you had a chance against Xavier. You ended up pulling it off. Clear Creek-Amana has stumbled here at the state tournament in recent years. They want to look to finally get the job done, but it sets up well. CCA has been very dominant this year.
On the other side, Sergeant Bluff-Luton, certainly you look at pull an upset. You got to have a star, and they definitely have that in Bree Vandentop. She's been outstanding this year, leads the way with 317 kills.
She's going to Sioux Falls to play volleyball. I mean, she is just a standout. She will be the offense for the Warriors, but no doubt other than that. But, I mean, the other side, Clear Creek-Amana is the same way. They have a lot of stars. I mean, heck, their best player, she's going to play basketball at Arizona State, Avery Lauer. So it's just there's stars all across the floor. And SBL, like you said, is going to really rely on Vandentop.
Let's take a look here at the road to the state tournament, how these teams got here, setting things up as you take a look at the road to the state tournament and making their way here to Coralville.
Sergeant Bluff-Luton defeated Lewis Central 3-2. The Titans made a little bit of an upset run through the regional. SBL was able to take care of them. 8th in 4A in kill efficiency. You're going to see that. If they're taking chances at a kill, they're going to score. That's really what they rely on the most. And then we talked about Bree Vandentop, 3.9 kills per set. That's 3rd in 4A. For Clear Creek-Amana, they defeated Cedar Rapids Xavier, who has beaten them earlier this year. It wasn't an easy regional final. Xavier upset Grinnell to get there. CCA, the best in 4A in kill efficiency, best in 4A in kills per set, and Emily Henderson, 2nd in 4A in assists per set, 9.3. We're going to call several names, Trent, in this next hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, because they're all working together to create this well-oiled machine that is Clear Creek-Amana.
It's the Class 4A quarterfinals. Sergeant Bluff-Luton and Clear Creek-Amana and we'll have the call for you. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have your team introductions and starting lineups for this year's tournament matchup. You're watching Girls State Volleyball presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a fifth-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our communities. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate both groups while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the court and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering on your school, we all play a role in making our state shine. So from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck in the tournament games.
Welcome back once again to Coralville as we get ready for 8th-seeded Sergeant Bluff-Luton and number 1-seeded Clear Creek-Amana in this Class 4A quarterfinal. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau as sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. As we get ready for the start of this one, final warm-ups out there. See Clear Creek-Amana in those blue tops here. It'll be the all dark black uniforms for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Pulled an upset. You know, we've seen it in volleyball. You mentioned a year ago, CCA pulled one of those off with the 8th seed. Do we overrate? We always say, get off to a good start. Yeah. Do we sometimes overrate that, or do you have to put a little bit of that doubt maybe into those top seeds' mind?
I think for some of these girls, and CCA saw it 2 years ago. I mean, 2 years ago, they were the heavy set favorite. I think they only lost like 4 or 5 sets coming into the state tournament. They won their first round game, but then they got upset by North Scott in the semifinals. Volleyball's just different. I mean, I feel like you can, any given set, you can just show up and you can play, and the environment that this crowd feeds on, I mean, that's the crazy thing. I mean, Clear Creek-Amana, they're right across the road, Tiffin, Iowa. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, SBL's 300-plus miles away, so you got to find your own energy. But I think, you know, upsets, they can happen anytime. We see it in the state tournament. Valley's close to pulling off an upset over the defending state champions on the other floor. It just kind of depends. If you hit it at the right time and you find momentum and everything's working for you, it sure helps out down the line. But I think SBL and Clear Creek-Amana, for their sake, they knew it happened last year. SBL already upset somebody last year. So you're thinking, let's not be the same fate that Xavier was last year.
Well, we talked a lot about Bree Vandentop at the top. The senior leads the way with 317 kills on the year. And I always love to look at those numbers, the assist numbers from the setter, and two good ones facing off in this one. We talked a little bit on the side with what Emily Henderson has done so far this season as senior. But on the other side, a junior, Bailey Ball, she's done a nice job.
Yeah, and she's only a junior, and that's the thing you're going to see with this SBL team. They're still very young. A lot of great pieces. Obviously, Vandentop being a senior, but a lot of young pieces learning here at the state tournament.
As we get ready for the announcing of the lineups, including the starters, coming here momentarily as we go down to the floor.
Arena and day one of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament. This 4A quarterfinal matchup features the Sergeant Bluff-Luton Warriors and the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Natalie Smith of Winterset, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Sergeant Bluff-Luton, Kevin Vandentop. And from Clear Creek-Amana, Amanda Simpson. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by everyone here present today. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. And now, fans, it's time to introduce the players and coaches for today's 4A quarterfinal. First of all, for the Sergeant Bluff-Luton Warriors, here are your non-starters. Number 1, McKenna Nelson. Number 2, Peyton Brester. Number 7, Lexi Galing. Number 8, Cambry Kilgore. Number 11, Olivia Kneifel. Number 13, Ava Hoskins. Number 14, Isabella Skop. And number 15, Harper Grimsley. Your assistant coaches, Noelle Herbst, Dan Winkle, Sarah Kolfak, and Courtney Steckel. And now, here's your starters for the Warriors for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. A 5'8" junior, number 3, Madison Kavidra. A 5'7" freshman, number 4, Leanna Eldridge. A 5'7" junior, number 5, Bailey Ball. A 5'10" senior, number 6, Bree Vandentop. A 5'11" sophomore, number 10, Delaney Grable. A 5'9" junior, number 12, Kenley Panowitz. And your libero is a 5'5" junior, number 9, Caitlin Hardy. Head coach for the Warriors, Renee Winkle. And now let's meet the team from Clear Creek-Amana. Here are the Clippers. Your non-starters, number 1, Bella Behrens. Number 5, Sydney Pfeiffer. Number 10, Kendall Malley. Number 11, Shantae Burton. Number 13, Delaney Vasky. Number 16, Peyton Curtin. And number 18, Hayden Waters. Your assistant coaches, Isabel Carey, Jamie Stratton, Natalie Fry, Kaylee Pfeifferling, and Faith Henderson. Now here's your starters for the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. 5'8" senior, number 3, Elizabeth Timmerman. 6'2" junior, number 6, Bailey Simpson. 5'8" senior, number 7, Emily Henderson. 6 foot sophomore, number 8, Julia Schlarbaum. A 6 foot senior, number 15, Soraya Sherman. A 6 foot senior, number 17, Avery Lauer. And your libero is a 5'5" sophomore, number 4, Kendall Ronfelt. Head coach for the Clippers, Jackie Clubb. Now fans, let me introduce to you the officials for this 4A quarterfinal as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your first referee, Sarah Tyne. Second referee, Carl Woldridge. Your line judges, Daryl Meyer and Brandon Slaughter. All right, who's ready for state tournament volleyball?
Trent Kine and Blake Walker back with you as we get ready for play-by-play action. Number 1, Clear Creek-Amana, at number 8, Sergeant Bluff-Luton here in the opening round of the Class 4A quarterfinals. One more game still to finish up over in 5A as they're in the 5th set over there. But we are ready for this one. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of the IGHSAU. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And thank you to their helping out with our starting lineups as Sergeant Bluff-Luton has taken the floor. Final instruction over there for Clear Creek-Amana. So walk to the middle and ready to go here, Blake.
It's a good atmosphere. I mean, nothing's better than the state volleyball tournament. Everybody's on top of you. You don't really get that at like state basketball, state softball. Here it's just they're right there. They're ready to cheer you on, and good student section, especially for SBL for over the 300-mile trip.
Long road trip here, and they are ready, loud, proud, and ready to go as we get things started. We got the starting lineups out there, and substitution with libero coming into the game. And for CCA, that'll be Ron Felt, the sophomore defensive specialist, wearing the white jersey. And now, after the initial substitutions for the defensive specialist, the liberos, we are ready to go. Clear Creek-Amana will serve it up first as we get going here on the opening round of the 4A quarterfinals. Set to serve, it'll be Henderson, the top sister on the squad. And we are underway here, a little bit late getting started. Quick pass quickly over, and here comes the attack from CCA off a couple of deflections. There's the kill, and CCA jumps on top.
Yeah, Bailey Simpson kind of shuffled into her position right there. 275 in the kill column. You're going to hear a lot of big numbers when it comes to CCA individually when it comes to kills. It's an all-out effort.
Henderson back at the service line, 97%. There's an ace. Aces throughout the state tournament brought to you by Channel Seeds, and our first of the evening comes on that one. Henderson not towards the top of the list, normally just works to get it over at a high clip, but an ace there, and that on the season for her is number 14. Dumps this one across, 2-0 lead for CCA, and just pushed over by Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Outside attack, good save back there in the back row from Sergeant Bluff-Luton and their libero, Hardy. Deflected up. And an opportunity here for Sergeant Bluff-Luton on the outside. There's a kill. And the first point of the afternoon comes on an outside hit after a good volley, 2-1.
Yeah, and we talk about Bray Vandetop. I mean, she's the main kill leader, but Delaney Graybell, the sophomore, 128 kills this year. I mean, she's going to be roaming over there. It's going to be tough for CCA to cover on top.
McKenna Nelson gets it started with the serve, tipped across. Another opportunity for Sergeant Bluff-Luton, blocked in the middle. A reset for CCA. Good cross-court swing and the kill. That one knocked home in an absolute beauty by Lauer.
Yeah, Lauer just crossed 300 kills this year. in the final match against Xavier, the most recent one. And we talked about it. She's going to Arizona State to play basketball, but, man, she can play on the volleyball court as well.
95.6% efficiency at the service line. She gets us started outside. And that one swings out. That'll be a point for the Clippers.
I think that was Bailey Ball who tried to get in there. I mean, 59 kills this year. She tries to tiptoe the line and just kind of missed the chance.
26 aces this year for Lauer at the service line. Dumped across in the point. Good heads-up play there, getting the point. Saw that defense not ready.
Yeah, that time ball came back. I mean, she knew exactly where the spot was going to be, and Creek-Amana, it's early. You're just you're not thinking about that right now, and that was a good time to bring that out if you're Bailey.
4-2 lead for CCA off the tape. Stays in the quarter play. Block back, another opportunity for the Clippers. They'll go to the back row, and Lauer. And block back across. Good work by the middle of that defense from the Warriors.
And we were going to bring up Brie Vandentop's name a lot. I mean, she's such a menace down low. She brings such size to the team that they just can't beat. At 5'10", she can really get up and jump.
High push there, but an opportunity. And back the other way. There's one right in the middle, knocked home, and it's Vandentop again.
And you saw there, I mean, she's only 5'10", but man, the arm length is unbelievable that she can just get across and dump one over.
Freshman Eldridge will serve now, her third serve in a row. She's got a good-looking serve to her. Outside hit opportunity, good work defensively from the Warriors. Try to tip it back, but CCA is ready. Scramble situation, Lauer from the back row, dug out, push back across. Now Lauer will set. Back the other way. Here's a good opportunity. Outside, but just missed out of bounds. Had the right idea, just missed the tape.
Yeah, Bree was trying to slide over, and you had it right. I mean, she just tried to cross the line there on the far right side, just not enough turn to it. CCA also had a couple bodies right there to recover.
5-4 our score. Clippers regain the lead. This one's going to be pushed across from the Warriors. Outside opportunity, tipped down and in. Good work there. Didn't quite have the footing it looked like on that one, and just push it across. That'll be a kill for Schlarbaum.
And Julia's been trying that, just trying the simple little lob over the top, and finally the Warriors kind of gave up on it. Didn't quite get there.
Back to 2, but a response by the Warriors. Hanging around here in the early going, 6-5.
Vandentop, she's just kind of, you don't know if she's going to hit it hard or if she's going to, softly lob it. She waits till about halfway through her swing, and then she decides how much power she's going to put into it.
Vandentop with the serve, blocked right back. Still alive. There's an opportunity for the Warriors. Outside opportunity, blocked back, kept alive. Tipped over again. From the back row, Vandentop dug out. Towards the back row, good play in the back from Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Scramble situation, back to the middle. Tipped and back. Those tips get a little communication off there, saw it on that one.
And a couple, Clear Creek-Amana is coming from the back. A lot of their attacks are happening from the back row. It's not really people up front, so I think SBL's waiting for that big swing. Just the Clippers haven't brought it out yet.
Simpson to serve. 21 aces this season as she knuckles one across. Look for the corner and finds it. Absolute beauty there. You can hit that spot, you're going to score a lot of points.
Yeah, Madison Kavedra really, really solid. 83 kills coming in. And SBL, we talked about Vandentop. She's the main go-to for them when it comes to kills, but they're really spread out, all things considering.
Off a high block, out of bounds, and that'll be a kill for CCA after deflection.
Schlarbaum, I haven't seen one like that all day, and we got through 5A and we didn't see that. That is a lot of power by Julia, just a sophomore.
And now Schlarbaum, the sophomore, will serve it up. Leads the team with 72 aces this year, 83.6%. Gets that one just over the tape. There's Lauer, had a blocked right back, though.
I was going to say, if they didn't call lift, I was going to be pretty surprised. That kind of fell right back into her lap.
And That was Kavidra with the block. Middle of that defense has been salty. Now CCA, they also have 4 amongst their regulars 6 feet or taller, much taller than this Sergeant Bluff-Luton squad.
And we haven't seen height be that big of a difference. I mean, Centennial's quite small. We see that in 5A as that one's in the net. But if you got height and you can use it right, you're doing just fine.
On the service there, it goes back to Clear Creek-Amana, leading 9-7 here in the opening set of this Class 4A quarterfinal. Trent Kahn and Blake Walker with you here this afternoon into the evening. Outside hit attempt, hit the tape again. A absolutely beautiful shot by the freshman Eldridge.
Yeah, Leanna's really coming to her own, it feels like. Statistically, she's gotten better all season long, and that time just found the right spot. 40th kill of the year.
Served across by Hardy. The libero dumped over, and what a play there. That was Henderson.
Boy, you don't see that a lot. Go back behind your head. Emily with a heck of a play. You're going to see it here on the replay. Faked everybody out. I mean, right there, just behind her. Whoa, man, that's such a good play.
Lead back to 2 for CCA as it's served across by Henderson. Eldridge, tough angle, tight against the net.
I was going to say, in the net. Grable kind of went over top. She was expecting CCA to send it back over, but Delaney got a little overzealous.
Lead builds back to 3 now for Clear Creek-Amana, 11-8 in the first set. Henderson will get it started. Eldridge with the dig. Go outside, up the line, but missing a wide. Seen that a couple of different times where Sergeant Bluff-Luton trying to go right up the line, staying away from the middle of that big defense.
Well, yeah, and they know CCA just is so good. Digs-wise, they can just get anywhere on the floor, so your game plan might be to kind of tiptoe, and right now it's just not dropping for them.
Eldridge from the outside, and that'll be a kill. Stop the bleeding a little bit, get the serve back, and hang around here 12-9. And to serve will be number 1, McKenna Nelson. Nelson, a senior, defensive specialist, 5'5". Henderson flipped it over and...
Yeah, they kind of in the net.
Yeah.
CCA had somebody get up. I couldn't quite tell who it was, but tight-roping the net right now. They're thinking they're going to play at the net, but there really hasn't been any one-to-one battles, as I say that.
And we got another violation. Oh, Nelson putting a run together over at the service line for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. McKenna Nelson, 94.3% efficiency at the line this season. And third on the team with 26 aces.
When you go on these runs, I mean, they're hard to stop. And, you see that right now, and they're doing such a good job meeting Clear Creek-Amana at the net. They're really not afraid of anything.
They go to Lauer, kept alive. And get a chance out of this one, though, the other way. Henderson with the set. Deflected high in the air. Eldridge with the kill. She's had a couple of very difficult angles there with that antenna, and she's been able to find a spot.
Yeah, she has, especially on the left side. I mean, it's not like she's going to the right. She's just trying to fit it in, and nice little run here by the Warriors to get back and tie this thing.
Nelson continues her run at the line, tied up at 12. Missed out. No deflection. Point Sergeant Bluff-Luton, and they got the lead for the first time today. Timeout on the floor. Well, we got a good one. The number 8 seed leading the number 1 seed as we continue. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back once again to Coralville as we bring you quarterfinal round action. Class 4A, number 1 Clear Creek-Amana, 8th-seeded Sergeant Bluff-Luton here. And the opening of 4A. Got another 4A match coming up here about 15 minutes away from the start of that one over on the other court. You can catch all that action right on the Iowa Girls High School website. 13-12 is our score. Sergeant Bluff-Luton with their first lead. And back to the line again, trying to slow down Nelson with the timeout.
Yeah, and you only hope it works, but sometimes that just helps IGHSAU a little bit more.
Back to live, looking for that back row. Good save. Lauer looking for the corner, got the line.
Barely. It's a risky play, especially when SBL's on a run like they are, but Creek-Amana makes it work. Lauer did a really nice job there.
And now she will go back to serve. Oh, and an ace. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. An ace there from Lauer as she dumps that one in, and that thing just died as soon as it crossed the net.
Yeah, it did. It's an art. I mean, it truly is an art. Hopefully when Schlarbaum comes back up, you can watch her, because hers is like a volleyball or a sand volleyball one. There's a reason she's got 72 service aces on the year.
And the Clippers, Lauer from the back row, dug out. Chance for the Warriors. High up, missing wide, out of bounds. Had the right idea there, just a little too much to the right.
Then in matches like this, when you're playing the number 1 team, you can't beat yourself. You cannot have more attack errors than they do. You got to let CCA commit the errors, and SBL's just had a couple right now.
Here's Eldridge, goes cross court. Lauer pushes it up. Shot attempt there. We'll go to the middle. Good dig by the libero. Back and forth we go. Tight against the net, pushed across, tight at the net. Still up there. Blocked back. One of the longest volleys of the day. Still alive. Now here are the Clippers. Tight across the net, and that'll be a point.
Boy, everybody did their job, especially Bailey Simpson for Clear Creek-Amana to keep that alive, but really nice job up front by Sergeant Bluff-Luton, keeping that where they wanted it. They didn't want it to be on the sides. They wanted to keep it in the middle.
Isabella Scott comes into the game for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Clock back to the right side off a deflection and down. Diving attempt there from the libero. Hardy almost got there, but it'll be a point for the Clippers.
Sergeant Bluff-Luton's doing a really good job. They got 2 girls up front at the net. They're not just leaving one girl on an island to go for a block. It's been working for the most part. CCA is just going to have to get more creative getting around it.
Ron Felt with the serve. Deflected and down for a point for the Warriors.
You mentioned it earlier, but the tips are going to cause a lot of issues. I mean, it's just, you just don't really know where the ball is going to go, how your teammate's going to hit it, and another chance for a little bit of a run here for Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
There's one blocked out of bounds.
Both teams now.
No, missed. It was not blocked.
A couple, now 2 or 5 attack errors for each team. Just kind of setting up. Clear Creek-Amana still under 100 on the hitting percentage. That one drops in, though.
Henderson again, and we've seen that a multitude of times already here today. So smart there at the net.
Going to South Dakota School of Mines.
All right.
It's very prestigious. That's all I know. In my short research, I couldn't find a lot about it, but I know it's very prestigious. Good for her.
Love that. Blocked out of bounds. That'll be a point for the Warriors, who are hanging tough here, tied up at 17.
And this is just kind of what they do. I mean, they're just going to kind of hang around. They obviously beat Lewis Central in 5, so they know what it's like if they got to go the distance, and this kind of wears on some teams.
And we see that often at the state tournament. A lot of times those teams that have been involved in a lot more 4- and 5-set matches maybe have a couple more losses on the ledger, but they're used to that. They're used to playing longer, and that nervous energy can start to trickle in when you just haven't had to face it very often.
Well, and they always talk about competition. Who do you play during the regular season? CCA has played pretty much everybody here, both in the CIML. You know, they've played everybody, but This SBL team, they play a lot of tough competition out there. I know they've lost 12 times, but they're good teams when you look at it.
Another timeout on the floor as we continue. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Trent Condon, Blake Walker back with you as we bring you the Class 4A quarterfinals. Sergeant Bluff-Luton and Clear Creek-Amana. The 8th seed with the lead, 19-17 as we play in the first set. Defense has been ready for the Warriors. And you mentioned, you think of some of the powerhouse programs there from Western Iowa throughout the years. And, of course, Western Christian comes to mind. But a lot of great volleyball played all across the state. But don't forget about the western part of the state.
Yeah, and, well represented. You got Hinton out here. You got Sioux Center. Very, very good volleyball teams.
Into the net, a service error. We'll give it back to CCA as their deficits.
Watch this serve by Schlarbaum. She tosses this thing so far in the air, it just throws off defenses. It's just such a weird, it's like sand volleyball.
In the middle, deflected, kept alive for a moment, but down for the point.
They just came to play, and once again, Kvedra did a really good job. She was the one that had the block there before they got to the timeout. Madison's just playing really well up front.
Kenley Panowitz will come into the game to serve. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. As Panowitz toes the line. There's Lauer, dug by Panowitz, but that'll be a kill.
You got to give more for her. You just got to get her the ball more. I think, they're not leaning on their top players a ton here. They're just kind of spreading the wealth, which is good. But I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, until the defense maybe starts to adjust, go to the hot hand, and that's certainly been Lauer throughout the course of this one. Off on the timing there, CCA gets the point, tied up at 20.
It's really the first time we've seen them kind of off rhythm here, then back-to-back plays. Big chance here in the final 5 points for Clear Creek-Amana to maybe eke ahead.
Knocked across from Sherman. Here's Henderson, goes wide to Lauer, found the line. And then we just mentioned a moment ago, finding Lauer, pretty good place to go. We got a timeout from Sergeant Bluff-Luton. 21-20, we'll keep it right here. CCA regains the lead. Sergeant Bluff-Luton felt like a good use of a timeout.
Yeah, it is, and I think they're starting to realize what CCA is starting to realize. You got star players, you're going to use them, because right now it was pretty much all even. It was 2 kills for Schlarbaum, 2 for Lauer, 2 for Henderson. Now they've kind of adjusted a little bit. SBL's doing the same thing. Vandetop's got 3, Kvedra's got 3, Eldridge has got 3, but they're just trying to spread the wealth a little bit more and, calm yourself down. You don't win the set. One set doesn't win you the match. So just kind of calm down. Don't think about the next set ahead. Just take it one at a time.
You're watching the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Back ready for live action here in Coralville. Tight one in the opening set, 21-20 lead, as it'll be once again to Sherman to serve it up. Good dig from Eldridge. Flipped across from Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Outside attempt, Lauer gets another kill.
Start to see a pattern here in these last couple points. It's all coming off the hands of number 17.
Outstanding athlete for the Clippers. Sherman goes again, up by 2. There's Eldridge missing deep. And now 2 points away from taking this opening set. 23-20 our score.
That's 7 attack errors for SBL. You got one more timeout. I think if they get one more, they're probably going to use it.
Serve sails out of bounds. And a substitution back in for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. That'll be Bree Vandentop comes back in.
It's a crucial substitution this late.
And the libero Hardy will serve. Oh, what a push. Just found the right spot there. Didn't get a ton on it.
No, Emily Henderson did a really good job, though. I mean, that's a good push back there, and now you got set point here for Clear Creek-Amana. Didn't look good there for a little bit, but they lean on their stars.
24-21 set point for the Clippers and the opener. Outside hit, kept alive. There's Lauer, good dig. In the middle. In the back row, blocked right back. Middle of that defense was there. That looked to be Grable with the block.
Yeah, she got up there, and Schlarbaum just kind of shorted it going up from the back row, and not out of it yet.
Grable, one of the taller players for Sergeant Bluff-Luton at 5'11". Outside swing from Lauer, this time from the right side.
Nice.
See her a bunch on the left.
Tough to give him a free ball.
And out of bounds. Missed it by a whisker.
I mean, maybe an inch. They're hanging around.
There's Nelson again. She had a long run at the service line.
They're going to try to get this to Lauer if they get a chance, if they're CCA.
And go to the middle instead. Tipped across, and that's down for the point. Bailey Simpson gets the set winner. And Clear Creek-Amana takes the opening set, 25-23. A good opener here. Maybe a little bit of a surprise, Blake. Sergeant Bluff-Luton right there with a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, they've hung in every single second here. They've kind of been in and out, but, you know, Clear Creek-Amana relies on their star there. SBL can kind of circle back together. It's going to be a fun second set.
We'll come back with the second set here on the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/wecare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second set here in the Class 4A quarterfinals. Top-seeded Clear Creek-Amana, 41-3 on the year against the number 8 seed Sergeant Bluff-Luton, who comes in 19-12 on the season, 25-23. Good performance from Sergeant Bluff-Luton, but boy, when you are the underdog, you hate to see those close ones go the other way.
Yeah, and, you know, you just got to move past it. You know, you just can't. I mean, SBL beat Xavier last year in 5. So, I mean, anything can happen. You just take it set by set, play by play, and, you know, everything here so far, a couple attack errors, but Clear Creek-Amana has more, if you'd believe it. They have 8. SBL only has 7. Kills, Clear Creek-Amana leads the way, and blocks, SBL has 2, Clear Creek-Amana has none. So statistically, it was an outlier of a set for Clear Creek-Amana. We'll see if they clean it up here in the second. SBL, a lot of pressure on him, but they're up to it so far.
Sergeant Bluff-Luton will be able to start with the serve here. The libero, Caitlin Hardy, will open up the second set. Right in the middle and dump down, straight down. That was Bailey Simpson. She's played big in the middle.
And she's come up big so many times. 275 in the kills column. No blocks, again, which is pretty crazy, but still making it work. She's a basketball star for Clear Creek-Amana, who will be looking at a most likely number 1 seed or number 1 ranking when the rankings come out in a couple weeks.
And there's Simpson again in the middle. So she gets the first 2 points on a kill and a block.
Closing in on 100 blocks this year.
And again, it's leading things off, Avery Lauer. Outside off the net and down. It'll be a point for Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
Had to be really close to the antenna. The antenna moves so much. Usually doesn't move a ton unless it's hit, but must have just missed it.
So first point of the second set goes to SBL. Blocked, but stays on the Warriors side, and that'll be a point. Simpson in the middle.
Well, we saw Lauer was the one that stepped up there at the end of the first set. And now Simpson, another big player. And I bet you'll hear Henderson's name come up here a little bit later. They just kind of cycle through the top stars that they have, and that's really what's led them to 41 wins this year.
Tight against the net, tipped over.
Eldridge she was really good in that first set. That was not her style that got her points in the first set. That time she was just kind of free ball across. Didn't really have confidence in herself when she went up.
Cross court, dugout. From the back row, Lauer down. And she takes a big shove from a teammate.
Can't forget about her. Can't forget about her. They got to be careful on those shoves. Ankeny Centennial had a girl that got a bloody nose from a shove earlier today. It's all friendly competition, all having fun, but man.
Ronfeld gets it started with the serve. Kept alive as Vanden Top had the swing.
I'd like to see her more involved here. Feels like they're just going to have to probably call timeout. They're just way out of sorts right now.
And they will use a timeout. 6-1 our score. Clear Creek-Amana with the lead over Sergeant Bluff-Luton in the second set. You're watching Girls State Volleyball presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Trent Condon alongside Blake Walker back with you as we play in the second set. 6-1 lead for CCA over Sergeant Bluff-Luton in this quarterfinal in Class 4A. Sergeant Bluff-Luton back-to-back state tournament appearances, including big win against Lewis Central last week to punch their ticket. Now facing the number 1 seed, Clear Creek-Amana, who's flexing their muscle in the second set. Another tough one. That one's off the antenna.
If you've noticed, they've gone back to trying to tightrope the side again. I mean, they're not really wanting to try the middle. They know how good Clear Creek-Amana is defensively, and that's really put them in a hole that's really hard to come back from at this point.
Ronfeld, long run at the service line. And top, hit it wide.
She's just yet to really get her rhythm going. It's just kind of, she's not really had her spot, hasn't really gotten what she's wanted so far, and just a lot of errors here in this set.
Ball goes back to Eldridge this time, blocked, and that'll work. Point for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. You're just looking for that one
I was
to
going to
stop
say,
it.
You just kind of want to see one drop in, and now you get to serve, and now you kind of go on a run like they did here in set number 1. This is a big spot here for Eldridge.
Into the game for SBL, number 14. Scott comes back into the game as Eldridge will serve. In the back row, Lauer. That's another. Boy, she is so good from the back row.
It's so good from the back row, and her power from the back row, even from the back row that still went to the bleachers. I mean, it's really hard to get a good grasp on it. Imagine when she's up front making big spikes like that.
9-2 lead for the Clippers. Good dig.
They got Vandentop covered. I mean, she cannot find a lane.
Yeah, we talked about Ronfeld, that long run she had, but boy, she has had some incredible digs back there also.
She has, and we don't call her name a ton, but boy, she comes up big in so many areas. 320 plus digs this year. Just phenomenal stuff.
On the back row, pushed over. There's a big opportunity for the Warriors. Didn't get much on that swing. It's lower from the back row. She wasn't able to get much on it. Oh, tipped in, and that'll work for a point. Piece of it threw off the defense as Bree Vandentop gets the kill.
Yeah, Sherman was up front. Didn't quite get what she wanted out of the play, and Vandentop gets it.
Powerful serve. Blocked in. That'll be a point. That one falls on this side. That one works for the good kill, and that was Schlarbaum. Another one of those that's over 200 kills.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just such a spread of the wealth. I mean, yeah, they're all good in their own right, but you just don't know which one's coming. And that's why she leads the state in service aces.
72 of them on the season coming in.
That is unbelievable, that number. Like, I didn't think that was – I thought it was a typo when I put it down.
Well, when you see an outside hitter, too, doing that.
Right.
It's just not a defensive specialist.
When you watch her, you just don't know what's going to happen when it goes across. That time it was a little bit less, but
it's a lot of backspin on it.
Oh, yeah.
Throws it way high, as you mentioned earlier, Blake. Fun to watch, but there's good work in the middle of that defense. That one's blocked right back, and that was Scott with the block.
Yeah, Scott was in there. Kavedra was in there. Really nice job. We saw Madison do really well in that first set, get a couple blocks of her own. SBL had 2 in the first set. They want to lean on that a little bit more here in the second.
Sails deep off the serve of ball.
But there's nothing worse than trying to get momentum back rolling, and then you turn it right back and you got a service error.
Yeah, I like to say, when you have a big favorite in a match or a game, whatever it is, you don't have to be perfect, but you got to play clean.
Yeah, and the second set, they just haven't. I mean, I think a couple things go differently. That first set is theirs. I mean, they had the lead. They were first to 20. At this point, it's just you're just not cleaning everything up. That was clean in the first set.
Sherman back to serve for the Clippers. A powerful swing on that one. Out of bounds. A wide on the swing. And the lead's up to 9 now for Clear Creek-Amana. 14-5 in the second set. Opening set went to Clear Creek-Amana. 25-23, they took the first.
It's 14 attack errors on Sergeant Bluff-Luton right now.
Oh, good.
Something to get back rolling.
Wing out there. It was Grable, the sophomore. She's played well.
And like I talked about, they don't really have a lot of seniors. I mean, Scap's a senior, Nelson's a senior, and Vandentop's a senior. But other than that, it's all juniors, sophomores, freshmen. So there's a lot to build off of here at the state tournament in the first round.
Grable with her 4th kill of the afternoon. Good defensive play, but teammates weren't there. Hardy dug it and started clapping, saying, hey, I got this one up.
She was ready. She was like, yeah, I was the first one to maybe get that. Then nobody knew what to do. I think they just maybe expected it to go off the hands, but yeah, Hardy was ready. The clapping of the hands after was pretty interesting.
Henderson, the setter, back to serve. Tight on the net. Popped up now, Henderson.
Oh, nice block up front again.
Goes back, Lauer. Outside swing attempt, blocked right back. Eldridge keeps it up. Dumped across.
Nice job by Ball.
Outside swing, Lauer off the tips and out of bounds. Point for CCA.
She gets a wind up, you know it's going to be really hard to stop her, because that time she kind of slid into place and wound up. That was going to be really tough.
16-6 Clippers in the second set.
It's amazing how drastic this set looks compared to set number one.
And then block back. Lauer gets the block on that side.
45 blocks coming in. The vertical is what helps her. I mean, she can just really get up and stop anybody at the line. SBL, holding on to that last time out. You don't want to use it yet. You want to see if you can get a run back together without having to get everybody huddled back.
There's Eldred, had it blocked right back again.
I don't think Leanna thought that was going to her. I think she delayed just a little bit. There you take your timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back again to Coralville as we play in the second set. Dominating performance here in set number two out of number one Clear Creek-Amana. They lead it 18-6. Final instruction over on the SBL side. Trying to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah. Renee Winkle, head coach, trying to get things going back, put things back together. 292 wins in her career, 124 losses. Even if she were to win out, probably not going to get to 300 obviously this week, but they'll be celebrating 300 wins for her next year. Really cool.
Served across by Henderson. And that one went wide of the antenna.
It's just amazing. I mean, it's kind of like the adrenaline was there in the first set, and they were just really on it. Now SBL, that's just almost a completely different looking team here in the second set. A lot of mistakes.
19-6. Eldridge with the dig. Look overall kept alive. Very nice play back there from Schlarbaum. There's Eldridge and gets the kill. Eldridge up to 5 now on the afternoon. She leads the way for Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
And she's one of the smallest players on the court, but man, the freshman, she really has looked good today. Really shining in all aspects of her game.
Lauer with the kill. She got the run at it. I mean, not much you're going to do.
She almost missed the ball. I was surprised she even went for it, and then it was just a simple back and forth and made it work. And CCA's first one to 20.
Lauer up to 11 kills on the afternoon, leading both teams. In the middle, oh, good play. Right back the other way, though.
Oh, they thought for sure they got up.
And there's the kill in the middle as that one's knocked down by Simpson.
Yeah,
she really got this set started, too.
Yeah, she did, and I think that's the big part. That, again, it's a rotation of stars. It's just kind of in and out, and I thought for sure there was maybe a down or a push down by SBL, but CCA made them pay for it.
Blocked up. Oh,
nice
Simpson
save.
Again.
I mean, she turned around to get it.
Eldridge had it blocked back. She'll get another opportunity. That one finds the floor.
Notice how a lot of their points have been that. Not a lot of kills per se. Big spikes for SBL, if any, today. Just kind of finding their way around if CCA kind of slips up. That's really what the second set's been all about.
There's a kill back again by Simpson, who has been tremendous here in the second. She's up to 6 kills now.
Good chance if she kind of stays on this rhythm, a chance to maybe end with 300-plus kills on the year by the time the state tournament's over if they make a run. Like you said, very strong here in set number 2.
And who touched that one last?
Seems like, they were so good at the front line, really good by the net in the first set. Now it's just they're kind of lost up front. SBL just I think they are talking to each other, but they've lost something there. There's a good serve.
Hardy hits it across. Outside opportunity. Kept up. Good play defensively from the Warriors. Here's Eldridge, cross-court swing. From the back row, Lauer. Lauer with another from the back row. She's up to 12, and boy, it feels like about half of them have been from the back.
I mean, yeah, and I think half of them, or most of those kills, have come from the back half of set number 1 into here set number 2. And yeah, the back half, sure, her back row attack has been so strong.
Set point for CCA. There's Lauer. Opportunity for the Warriors, going to push it across.
I was surprised they didn't take it.
There's ball setting for Eldridge, down for the kill.
She went amongst the trees there. I mean, there were two really good. I mean, they had Henderson and they had Sherman up there, and Eldridge was able to sneak it past both of them. I'm really impressed by this freshman.
Scott back into the game. Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. As Eldridge gets us started. Off the block, down for the point. That will be the set.
Who else?
Oh, right in the middle, and dominating second set out of the number 1 seed, Clear Creek-Amana. They take it 25-9. We will go to the third. We'll take a quick timeout here, come back with the third set. You're watching Girls State Volleyball presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Ladies, the bake sale's about to start. Are you ready?
We've got this.
Okay.
Oh, guys, he's here.
Quick start delivery for Janet.
Bring it here.
Let's get this bake sale going. Yeah.
Come on.
Best bake sale ever.
Oh, yeah. Let's dig in.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Back with you in Coralville as we go to the third set. Number 1, Clear Creek-Amana, 2-0 lead over 8-seeded Sergeant Bluff-Luton. Let's take a look at our Sioux Cup stats here as we play the first 2 sets, and certainly paints the picture of a great performance so far in this one out of CCA.
Yeah, the hitting percentage. I mean, 235. I mean, really outdoing it right now. I mean, right now, SBL just 0.43 when it comes to hitting percentage. Assisting better, digs a little bit better. Aces have come up big. Blocks, CCA has got better. So, I mean, overall, CCA a much stronger second set. What we don't have on here is attack errors. 16 by Sergeant Bluff-Luton, just 10 by Clear Creek-Amana. I don't think Clear Creek-Amana had one there in that second set. That tells you all you need to know.
We'll go to the third, and now trying to keep the season alive will be Sergeant Bluff-Luton as officials going through the starting lineups.
And, you know, we talked about the fight for SBL and the hunger to get back and do what they did last year. Clear Creek-Amana lost in the title game in 2022. They lost in the semifinals with one of the best teams they've ever had in 2023. They lost in the quarterfinals last year to Pella. This is a team that is tired of losing here. When they have such talented rosters, they sure feel like this could be the year that they finally get the job done.
Ron Feld comes into the game at the libero. And on the other side, we see for Sergeant Bluff-Luton, Hardy, the defensive specialists. See them wearing their white jersey tops, different color from the rest of their teammates. That defensive substitution works a little bit different at the libero position. And knocked Knocked out of bounds. It'll be a kill and a point for Sergeant Bluff-Luton. And another substitution coming in. It'll be number 1, McKenna Nelson. She had a good run serving back in the first set. Looking for another one here.
If SBL is going to get back in the game, they got to use Brie Vandertop, which they just did. She's going to have to step up here.
Simpson had a block kept alive by CCA from the back row. Tipped over. Eldridge with a good save. Now she gets an opportunity. Dug out from Ronfeld. And that one's going to be pushed across. Nice dig down there by Hardy.
She hasn't been able to do that a ton tonight. Whoa. And that was all because of Hardy right there. That was a nice job by Caitlin to get low. She wasn't going to let Lauer's kill attempt get past her. Big play by the libero.
Another opportunity for Nelson. She gets some instruction on this service attempt. Nelson 94.3% this year. Good one there. Ball goes back to Eldridge. Up the line, found the tape. What a beauty.
I can't say much else about her that I haven't already said, but boy, she has been very fun to watch today.
Eldridge now her team leading 7th kill of the day.
She only came in with 39.
Oh, Lauer, she saw that defense. Everybody in the back was starting to get back on their heels.
If they kind of back up because you're so afraid she's going to spike it hard, and found the perfect time to get Creek-Amana on the board.
Avery Lauer now at the service line. That was that knuckleball across. Oh, good kill, though, on the outside. Knocked down by Vandentopp.
Like I said, got to get her going, and now they have. She's got 2 of the 4 points here so far. Keep using her. I mean, she was big in that first set when SBL was able to stay right in tow with Creek-Amana.
4-1 lead for the Warriors here in the third set. Just got a piece of that one to push it across to Simpson. Vandentopp. Lauer from the back row again.
I mean, most of them have been from the back row. I mean, most of them, they really just haven't been able to get away, and she's just done such a good job back there. 14 kills already for Avery.
Across the court off the tape. Simpson pushes it up. Tight against the net, and timing a little bit off on that one. You just see Vandentopp knew she didn't have the jump.
Took a weird jump. I think she kind of used up all her energy on the first block, and she couldn't really double jump, so yeah, just kind of an awkward hit. We saw that a couple times. They just kind of thought they had a play, and it just wasn't there. That was a nice push across there by Ball.
Doug close to the press row.
Good save by Scott.
And down for the kill off the deflection on the block attempt. That one's knocked in.
It's a lot of different speeds. Feels like we just haven't seen the same speed of kill spike. Sergeant Bluff-Luton
leads the team with 13 digs as the libero. Flipped across. Here's an opportunity.
She's done such a good job today. Again, like I said, we haven't called her name a lot, but Vandentopp finds it again.
Just keep going.
That's 3 kills already this set. She had 1 total coming into this set.
Another good serve. Deflected Ronfeld. Back behind the defense. Out of bounds, too strong on the swing. That was from Sherman.
It was about this time, set number 2, when Creek-Amana kind of started to flex their muscles a little bit, figure some things out. Adjustment of some sort here. I don't think we saw a substitution. So I'm not really sure what he could be talking about.
Official on the near side by the scorer's bench. Had a quick conversation there. We're back ready for live action.
How about 27 assists by Henderson?
What'd you say before?
Well,
Averaging 9 per
yeah.
set so far this season, and
Now you know where she gets the 9 per.
and then add a
Maybe
little
double.
extra one there. Yeah.
Yeah, double, closing it on triple. This is a nice push across there for Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
Served by Simpson. Oh, stayed on this side of the net. Looked like it was the right idea.
Yeah, Kavedra, she's tried that a couple times. She's been so good up front. That time just not enough on it.
Another junior, Madison Kavidra.
It's a solid core that's coming back, all things considering. I mean, and from what I'm seeing right now, they got the pieces to do it.
There is an ace from Bailey Simpson. Our aces are brought to you by Channel Seeds. Simpson able to add one to her tally on the year.
Just our second one of the day. Feels crazy. Feels like we've maybe seen more. Both of them from Clear Creek-Amana.
Off the block attempt. Go outside. Blocked right back. Good work by the D's. That one is blocked by Kavidra.
She did such a good job, like she's done all day long, to get upstairs and go get it. Came in with 23 blocks. And for her height, you just don't see it.
Yeah. Rabel back in the game. Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance.
This is exactly how they need this set to go. Wow, that almost worked.
Thought that one from our angle here looked like it had an opportunity to stay on the line.
Drop. Maybe it would drop. It's the kind of set you want. You just kind of want to hang around a little bit. I mean, they only scored 9 whole points the last time, so they're closing in on tying that.
Off the top of the tape. Bounces across, though.
In the net.
And in the net.
Definitely feels like Sergeant Bluff-Luton has cleaned up a couple things here in this third set. I mean, you only get, 3 minutes to talk about it in between sets, but feels like they've maybe straightened a couple things out.
And not like halftime in basketball or football.
Don't get much time, no. Some teams don't even go back to the locker room area. They just kind of stay on the floor.
And Sergeant Bluff-Luton didn't for that first one. After the first set, they stayed out there. Did for the second.
Nice.
And it hits the line.
Wow.
There's a block there. Team it up.
Delaney surprised herself. I mean,
Yes.
it had to barely take a look at the replay here.
Rabel and Kavidra.
Such a big hit. Barely caught the white.
Rarely see that one, but it works, and they'll take it. There's a short serve. Good idea. And we had a whistle and in the net.
Yeah, in the net again. I don't know why today or this match we've seen so many. So they say, the official said whenever, I don't know who it was, turned to go get the ball, her foot slid into the white line of the other possession. Fun.
Eye on top of it. That's what you want out of your officials.
Oh, yeah.
As this one's served up from Sherman. And Sherman gets the ace. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. Another ace for Clear Creek-Amana. And they regain the lead.
Yeah, and if you're Hardy there, it's like, I did everything I do every time. Sometimes the ball just does not cooperate. That time was one of those times. And we talk about the backspin. It's not just Schlarbaum who's putting backspin on these serves. Now you're starting to see a little bit of sloppiness here for SBL. They're going to have to calm down, settle in. You got 2 timeouts. I'd be curious if they're going to use one of them here. I bet if CCA scores one more.
There's a kill on the outside, knocked home. As they found Kavidra. She gets the kill. That's her 4th of the afternoon. Hardy now served.
Kind of a do-it-all player, all things considering what she's done today in the block and kill category.
Outside swing, they go to Lauer, and boy, whenever it feels like SBL has any kind of momentum, they're just going to go right back to 17.
I was just about to say, like, you hadn't called her name in a few minutes,
Yeah.
and then there she is. It's just kind of the wind out of your sails because they just have, it can be her, it can be Henderson, it can be Simpson. And we haven't called Simpson's name in a few minutes.
Henderson gets it started, the setter. Block
block.
back. Eldridge finds the line again. Well, you mentioned she's not real tall, 5'7". But when you are shorter than a lot of the players out there, got to understand angles a whole lot more. And for somebody so young, she really understands angles.
Yeah, I mean, she's really just, every spot. It's not that it's really been hard to go after, but she knows where to put the ball whenever she swings it back across the net.
Big kill from Lower, as Lauer Avery just absolutely murdered that one to the floor. Big swing, another kill, and now she is up to 15 in the match.
Yeah. But it's pretty spread out for Creek-Amana.
There's a kill the other way, and the response 13-12, and just what you said, Blake, they're hanging around.
Yeah, and this is what they did in that first set. And then around the midpoint, near 20, they actually got ahead. But then Creek-Amana was able to respond. This is what they need to do, get a couple points strung together here.
Into the net, that'll stop a little bit of the momentum. 14-12 lead, it's 2. And to serve, Kendall Ronfeld, the libero.
Big spot here for Creek-Amana. You got a 2-point lead. You'd love to make it 3, and then that just kind of balloons.
The deflection, and that'll work for the point.
Now that Vanden Top able to get in there, that's exactly what. I mean, you respond with star power by star power. Bree did a really good job getting in position for that one.
Big serve. Oh, but a smart play on the other side, just flipping that one across. Henderson, she's been real good with that.
Yeah, and a couple times. I mean, now 30 assists. That's her 3rd kill. Just a good heads-up play. You just kind of forget about her sometimes.
Free opportunity here for Clear Creek-Amana. To the back row they go. Going dumped over by Simpson. There's a good swing on the outside, knocked home by Scott.
We haven't called her name a ton, but 61 kills coming in. That is 4th most on the team, 5th most on the team. So able to make something work, and again, kind of towing that line. We saw SPL try that a couple times there in that first set.
Into the net again, back-to-back serves into the net from Sergeant Bluff-Luton.
And when they think they have an opportunity, boom, gone. Just kind of dropped it like that.
There's Julia Schlarbaum to serve, the sophomore, with that high, big spin.
And it works every time.
Cross court. Lauer kept it up. Schlarbaum from the back row.
It's going to be a tough play.
Tied at the net. And that'll be a kill. Grable gets the kill.
And really, it's been on the far side that she's gotten all of her points. Now she moves over here to this side, make it a little bit better. Good effort there. Again, it's about one step forward and one step back. If they don't put this thing in the net, they've already improved than what they've been doing the last couple plays.
Kenley Panowitz comes in. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance, and the 3rd straight service error.
Man.
And it feels like a lot of times those do snowball.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, right now they just can't seem to get it. And I've noticed they love to low line them. I mean, they love to try to fit them over the net just as quick as they can, and it bit them that time.
17-15, 2-point lead for CCA as they serve it up. Just
barely
missed.
Barely. That was a really good dig. Thought maybe it dropped in. All right, here we go. Will it be 4?
Well, Hardy's the player
I was
certainly
gonna
want
say,
up there.
Realistically, Caitlin needs to be the one here. There we go.
93.5% on the year.
Get that monkey off your back.
Tipped over. Eldridge keeps it up.
Boy, how many times does Creek-Amana look like it's going to be a monster spike, and then it's not? And they pull back, and SPL was ready for the monster spike, and they don't. The good thing is, go ahead.
Up by 2, 18-16. You mentioned the timeouts.
I was just about to say, yeah, they haven't used any, so they still have points here to maybe hold on to them.
Henderson serves. Swung out of bounds. 19-16.
Yeah, you might be looking at one if CCA gets to 20 here.
It seems to be the magic point for a lot of coaches.
Yeah.
And regardless of really situation, a lot of times they'll just use it at that spot.
You think you know coaches when they're calling timeouts, and then you don't.
Outside Lauer. Back the other way. Good dig. Ball goes to Eldridge. Block back, out of bounds. There's a point for the Warriors.
And it was such a tough spot. Eldridge kind of put Clear Creek-Amana in. There really was no way they were going to not block it that way. That was well set up.
McKenna Nelson back into the game to serve. Nelson with 26 aces coming in to the state tournament.
Vandetop just not been able to get going. There, that's what she wants to do, is on the defensive end. If the offensive end's not going to work, she's going to have to free herself up defensively, and that's what she did.
Helped out by the setter, Bailey Ball, over there with the block as they team up. 19-18. Out of bounds on the serve. Another service error.
That's 4, at least in this short period of time that we've seen. The thing is, they're not getting far down enough that we're not seeing timeouts. They're just kind of like, well, I mean, we're hanging, but it feels like they're 2 back, 1 back, 2 back, 1 back.
Henderson kept it alive, and the kill. Simpson at an incredibly difficult angle.
That was a good heads-up play. She knew there was nobody in the back left corner, and everybody kind of pushed themselves up to the right side and knew exactly where to put it.
Eldridge, nice dig, but that'll work for a kill.
Remember the name. Leanna Eldridge, the freshman. When SBL gets back here to the state tournament, she's going to be a big part of it. Really good day. 10 kills.
21-19. Good dig. Still alive. That's going to be 4.
Kind of surprised we're not seeing timeouts.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me think that, they've just kind of thought, well, we're not really in it. I'm surprised, to say the least. I thought maybe you'd use 1, but she's just going to kind of let her players work through it here.
Ron Felt to serve. That one hit off the antenna. It'll be a point for Clear Creek-Amana, and there will be a timeout. Sergeant Bluff-Luton on the brink. They're going to use a timeout. As we'll keep it right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Trent Condon, Blake Walker with you. In this first quarterfinal in Class 4A, Class 5A already in the books here from earlier today. Another match happening over on Court 2. You can catch all the action, quarterfinals and the semifinals, on the Iowa Girls Network. And thanks for being with us here. So 23-19, down against it. What are the final instructions you're giving your group now?
For which side? I mean, I feel like for Clear Creek-Amana, it's just you got to do what you've been doing. I mean, you can't get too above yourself right now. You're only a couple points away. And for Sergeant Bluff-Luton, I think it's a couple things of, all right, here's a couple strategic things, but just enjoy it. Enjoy these last couple times, especially for these seniors. Just enjoy this last couple minutes here. And you've been a part of a heck of a year, and anytime you make it to the state tournament, it's a memory worth lasting.
And here is the serve from Kendall Ronfelt. Off the deflection, down for the point. Bree Vandentop gets her 11th kill of the day.
Good for her. Like I talked about, going to Sioux Falls to play volleyball.
Now she'll serve. And a good one. 24-20.
Simpson knows how to show up in these late portions.
Absolutely.
I mean, just finding ways, and now she gets to serve with match point.
Bailey Simpson, junior for Clear Creek-Amana. Back behind, deflected, kept alive by CCA. Back row, Howard throws it across again. Pushed over at the point. There's the work. Scop able to get it in.
I don't know how Lauer saved the first one, and then the ability by Scop to get up and get above it. See it here on the replay. Good dig by Hardy. Scop just found the open lane. Not done yet.
Back into the game as Grable comes in, brought to you by IMT Insurance. 24-21, still set point. Off the block, that'll do it. Clear Creek-Amana advances to the semifinals as they take set 3, 25-21. A three-set sweep for the Clippers, 25-23, 25-9, and 25-21. Impressive performance from the number 1 seed.
And you just wonder if that second set didn't go the way it did, maybe it would be a better match. But boy, Clear Creek-Amana just came out swinging, and SBL just kind of looked way out of whack in that second set, especially after how competitive the first one was. Clippers, they don't want to be denied. Like I said, they're kind of tired of losing here. SBL's Cinderella story just not going to work this year.
Each participating player will receive a medal and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our Executive Director Aaron Gerlich and Volleyball Administrator Ben Van Wyk. Congratulations to head coach Renee Winkle and the Warriors from Sergeant Bluff-Luton on an outstanding 2025 volleyball season. And now we'd like to recognize today's Quick Star star of the game. Emily Henderson has earned the honor of advancing her team on the bracket to the semifinal round. Thanks to Quick Star for their support of the IGHSAU. Clippers fans, your team advances to the 4A semifinals and will play right here in Court 1 on Wednesday at noon. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, thank you for coming out and
Welcome back here as we take a look at CCA, a winner over Sergeant Bluff-Luton. You talked about the number 1 seed certainly showing it. Blake on the other side, though. Sergeant Bluff-Luton, one heck of a run here to get to the state tournament and a bright future.
Yeah, I mean, big win over Lewis Central to get here, and yeah, you talked about it, a bright future. Bree Vandertop, heck of a career as a Warrior. They're going to miss her, but boy, really fun match, and SBL young, Clear Creek-Amana hungry to keep going.
25-21 in the final there as we put a wrap on things here at the quarterfinal round in Class 4A. On behalf of our crew here in Coralville, I'm Trent Condon alongside Blake Walker. Thanks to Randy, Michael, and our whole crew. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.